Alright, now I'm gonna just kind of quickly wipe it off with some whatever you call these, good and clean disinfectant wipes. That should, so it says, kill 99.9% of the bacteria in 15 seconds. So there's probably a lot of bacteria on that thing. That's my executive calculations. That's healthy. That is on the inside too. That's not on the outside. I haven't wiped down the outside. The outside is fairly cleanish, but that's the inside. I think my parents got this from my grandparents' house. I'm not exactly sure. It's dirty. As you can probably hear, I am sniffling quite a bit. That's still from the Canadian wildfire smoke. Hallelujah. This thing, it's just a little metal tab that you can just wiggle it out of there. That's all I did, was just wiggle it back and forth while I was pulling out. And then you can usually take these out. You'll see, I might have to disconnect it from the plate. I want to clean this out fairly decent, being that it had some catastrophic meltdown inside of it. So I want to make sure to get all the corrosiveness and crud out of there. That was harder than it had to be, because it was hard to grab things while I'm looking through the phone. It kind of corroded onto the metal plate, so give that a good wipe down and give the spring a good wipe down, and then we'll reassemble it, and then we'll kind of get something and pry out some of that stuff and wipe that down also. I want to get like a toothpick or something to get into these corners the best you can, just to get all that crap out of there, because eventually, if you don't, it is kind of powdered battery acid at this point, so it could cause issues later on down the line if we get it working again. I got it reattached. You know, all things considered, don't look too bad, but I don't know. I might get some sandpaper and sand it a little bit, just before I put it back together. Alright, now I'm going to clean off the electronics a little bit with some rubbing alcohol. Just going to use a Q-tip. I got this nifty little thing I stole from my wife. Like you push it down and it fills up this little cup. Just going to put it on there. Get this thing first. You want to use pure, just regular clear rubbing alcohol. You don't want to use stuff with like anything else in it, so then there's going to be stuff that's going to dry onto the board. Look at that. Every now and again you like to give your electronics a good wipe down or cleaning with rubbing alcohol. Want to be careful of these little metal bits. You don't want to snag on something, because it's going to tear and leave little pieces of cotton. Just get kind of around it just the best you can. Wires, I'll go through and I'm going to do pretty much everything like that. So I found the lost ground wire. I'm going to clean up that. And then I'll probably solder it back together and see what happens. But I think that's going to be a job for future Tom in part 3. So have a good night and stay tuned for part 3.